And hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, Leo? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for showing up here. I appreciate you. We do have some oracles that we're going to use to get the overall energy for the week ahead, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I'm always reading for the week ahead. So if you've never been here before, welcome, first of all. And please know that I always read for the week ahead, whether you're getting this today, tomorrow, or next year. And if you are here real time, this will be for the second week of December that I'm reading for. For others of you, if you catch this on the replay, it could be for any time, whatever the week ahead is for you. Tell me about Leo, please. So if you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. And there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you choose to add yourself to this growing Leo tribe. I appreciate you. And Leo's my jam. I'm a Taurus sun, but my sun is a Leo, and I just love that Leo energy. So if you're here, thanks for doing that. And if you are somebody who's always here and you're in the comments and you're giving a thumbs up and you like to see this tribe grow, thank you so much for doing that. All right, we are on. It says we've got freedom here. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You're in charge of it, Leo. You've always been in charge of it. By possibly changing your mind. Look, we have blue here. Blue is associated with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It feels like changing your mind is what I want to say. The freedom comes from your third eye opening. We do have a lot of violet energy here. I feel like your third eye has been opening little by little by little, but I also feel like with this violet purple here, which is the color of the third eye, right, is I feel like you are now in a place of freedom. So you have the freedom to choose. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to not be happy. You know, each one of them has their own outcome. It really is totally up to you. It is a choice. And when you keep making that choice, Leo, eventually you fake it till you make it and you end up being happy at the end of it all. We've got happiness here. I like that. When things work out, it's great. I am aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. Y'all, this is the only thing you need to know. If your life is dramatic and terrible and awful and you're fighting with people, you're on the wrong path. If you are happy and things are good and you're making good decisions and you're moving forward and you are happy, I'm not talking about you making everyone else happy, but if you are happy, you are definitely on the right path. All right, let's find out more about Leo. What else does Leo need to know about the week ahead, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. Got the fellow travelers. It says, support is all around you. I feel as though somebody here needs to leave a negative group or a negative thought pattern, or people who are negative that are in your life, maybe in a lower vibration. I feel like somebody here wants the freedom to be happy, but you might be surrounding yourself with people who are unhappy. And make no mistake about it. If you want to be a millionaire, hang out with millionaires. If you want to be miserable, hang out with people who are miserable. We have support is all around you. So we have somebody here who's embarking on a new path, and I feel like this is you. And it feels like, there's rainbows here. Everything is lush. I want to say, this, I feel like you look good. I feel like it's time for you to head out on a different path and find people who support you in your happiness, support you being happy. We do have watching clouds. It says, lie back, rest, and relax. You might just need to do this in order to think through what's going on. Spend time by yourself, spend time healing, right? Whenever we lie back, rest, and relax, this is healing energy. Doing whatever it is that you love to do. Maybe you're laying in a hammock in the yard. Maybe you're laying on a blanket in the yard. Maybe you're traveling. Whatever it is, it feels like somebody here is looking up at the clouds while they're trying to make decisions. There is here a cup of coffee or tea, and there's some books here. Maybe you're doing self-help books, possibly. You've got Distant Thunder, Clear the Air. I think that's what you're doing you're clearing the mind here. I feel like when it says clear the air, air is about the mind, because we have air signs, and that's all about what's up in the head. So I feel like first you need to clear your mind, friend. Tell me what else is happening for Leo, please, in the week ahead. Got evaluation, no doubt. I think so. All right, we've got evaluation. So it says here, feed out what doesn't serve you. And I think that's what's going on here. As you lie back, rest, and relax, that you're clearing the air. Air is the head, right? Distant thunder. I feel like you're trying to make some sort of a decision to be happy, but first you must pull away from the people who are unhappy. It is contagious. Happiness is and unhappiness is. Evaluation, feed out what doesn't serve you, reevaluate the situation. I feel like it's going to put you on this path with other fellow travelers that are happy like you, or that want to be happy, or are looking for happiness. It says here there is fear because of, I'm going to have to put up boundaries. Look, boundaries are not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you've had people around you who would rather see you in their vibration than see you move ahead. People don't want you sometimes to move ahead. It says fear says expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. So you want to be happy. You want to move ahead. You want to get on this path and find supportive people who support your future. But I feel like there's a fear, and the fear is this. This can be a big fear for a lot of people. So many people that are unhappy, it's because they deal with everyone else's drama, and they feel like they're going to be terrible people if they decide to erect these boundaries. Know when to put up and let down your walls. I feel like it's time for you to lock some people out of your life, because it feels like you are in an evaluation period here, and it's time for you to find people who are like you, who want happiness, who are happy, and that they are on the right path. And I feel like you want to do that as well. Bottom of the deck, we have strength. There's your card. Leo, strength is your card in the tarot, right? Determination, perseverance, and self-discovery. You know it, and I know it. There's no way, if you really want it, that you won't get it. I've never met a Leo who gave up. Ever, ever, ever. All right. Let's look at some tarot here. Find out if we can get some detail for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, I have extended the private reading sale. If you're interested in that, please look in the pinned comment below. There is a new discount code, 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio until the 20th of December, extended from the 30th of November to the 20th of December. Tell me more about freedom, please. Tell me about freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Starts with you, Leo. We have the Ace of Pentacles. The door is open. Are you going to take it? Because there is an investment that you have to make, and the investment is in you. I feel like there is a doorway here, right? And beyond that doorway, you can see there are some mountains. And in the tarot, mountains can be achievements, but they can also be obstacles. It feels like you're headed towards some sort of achievement, but I feel like there are also going to be obstacles. The obstacles is that you are going to have to, once you move forward, you're going to have to erect some boundaries if you want to be happy. There are people here that would I don't feel like you have people in your life who would see you do badly, but I feel like they love you so much they want to keep you in some sort of a vibration they are in. Therefore, you're not moving forward because you feel badly doing that. The Ace of Pentacles is here, and I feel like you want to make an investment in your happiness, which is going to cause freedom. The Ace of Pentacles is freedom. It's going to change your life, because the Ace of Pentacles is a gift. It's a blessing or a gift from source, whoever your source is, right? And it's a blessing from the universe. But you first have to see it before you can acknowledge. You have to acknowledge it before you can take it. And so I feel like it's going to change your life, but it's really up to you. Do you want the new beginning or not? We do have the Page of Cups. Very interesting. Page of Cups. The fellow travelers and support is all around you. I feel like people just start showing up. I feel like you're manifesting happiness. And in that, you are also manifesting people who are happy. There's no way that you can live in a low vibration when you're around happy people. Happy people don't hang around people who are unhappy. That's just the way it is. Page of Cups tells me that it shows up. Some good news shows up. Possibly support, people who are happy. You're energetically calling people in here. We do have the Three of Wands. You definitely are energetically calling people in. I feel like you're calling people in by changing your mind, changing your attitude. The freedom to be happy is yours. You're making a decision. The blue tells me it's air. We have the the sky here, and then we have clear the air. So it does feel like you're going to be very much in your head. Maybe you have an air sign placement, maybe Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You don't have to, of course, but it feels like somebody here has been waiting for a moment to draw those boundaries and evaluate the situation so we can move on here. It's been fearful, though. I think it's something you've been trying to do for a while. We do have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Seven of Wands. You know what it feels like? It feels like there are people who want to keep you in their life because you give them things. The Six of Pentacles is showing me here that maybe you are the person who works really hard. You are the person who makes a lot of money. If you don't make a lot of money, maybe you make some money, but there are people with their hand out energetically. So whether you're giving them your energy for free, or whether you're actually giving them money or gifts, or maybe it's somebody in your life that you support financially, could be maybe a parent, a sister, a brother, a partner, or whatever it is. It feels like there are people in your life who are benefiting from you being in their vibration because you are the one who is the bringer of things. You are the person who will never see anyone go without. I feel like things are about to move up here because I feel like you're about to take a stand. It feels like you are feeling a little bit defensive, or you're reserving your energy, or I'm not really sure if I want to do this, because these are boundaries, right? These are boundaries, and we have a fear of you creating boundaries. So it feels like that there is a fear of creating these boundaries because you're going to feel defensive. You're going to feel like you're doing something wrong. I'm just saying, you're not doing anything wrong. You've got to make the choices that are best for you, and you can't take everybody to the next level, to the next vibration. Not everybody wants to do the hard work that you've done, Leo. Not everybody wants to do that hard work, right? Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles here. That Ace of Pentacles is power. It says, I possess the power, free will to create my own happiness. All you got to do is reach out for that Ace of Pentacles. What's going on for Leo? Got the Ten of Pentacles. Look, it escalates quickly. That escalated quickly. From the Ace to the 10, boom, like that. Once you make the decision, things start to move along really quickly. There is a catch, though. The catch 22 is the Moon is here. And the Moon is, things aren't as they seem. So you really don't see that this is going to escalate quickly from the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, I feel, is more money. Maybe you're leaving a job. Maybe the vibration you've been in that's been negative is a toxic work environment. I feel like somebody here, if you decide to move jobs, please do it in a way that is very planned so you're not out in the cold, right? But the Ace of Pentacles tells me that there's an opportunity that's showing up for you. And what you don't see is that this is an opportunity of a lifetime. It feels like it is more money, legacy, it's family, it's long-term relationship, whatever it is for you. That's all the 10 Pentacles is just all the positive things, right? Yeah, so when it shows up here, it almost feels like you're giving it a bit of the side eye. Only because you are a fixed sign, like me. I'm a Taurus sun. If you're a sun sign, you are a Leo sun. And it feels like you are in the Eight of Swords when this shows up, because you do want the freedom to make your choices. You do want to be happy. You do want to be free, but it feels like the Moon energy is things aren't as they seem, and you don't have a clear idea or a clear path of what's going to go on. What you don't see is, I feel that you are about to find a new group of people or fellow travelers, people who are in the same boat you are, essentially at the beginning of something, feeling really scared about making these boundaries because I'm going to lose people. Look, I'm just going to be 100 with you. When you start making boundaries with people, you are going to lose some friends. You're going to lose some family. People who used to benefit from you being in the Six of Pentacles and over giving to them are no longer going to be able to benefit from that, because you're going to be in a different mindset with a different group of people. And I feel like this shows up quite by accident or surprise, but it is very good news. It's the beginning of something. That's what the pages are, right? It's the beginning of you trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. Tell me more about the fellow travelers and the support that's around you. Oh, I like it. The Sun is here. Wow, wow, wow. We've got 3 major arcanas here. I love it. I love when the Sun shows up next to the Hanged Man, because you have some sort of a breakthrough that gives you a different perspective. And so now we can confirm that you are, in fact, up in your head, that the magician energy is here, and you decide now to use all the tools that were given to you and move forward. It feels like here that somebody is realizing that they have more resources than they thought they had, and some of those resources could not have been brought to your attention without the fellow travelers, without the people who are already using the tools, who know where to find the tools, who know how to notice the tools. It feels like this hanged man energy gives you some sort of a different perspective, and you'd been hanging here trying to see something different than what you saw. And I feel like when the sun shows up, that's exactly what goes down. So the sun here, it's here about a breakthrough. I want to say it's a breakthrough, it's happiness, it's growth. You're now in a new chapter, a new cycle here with the Ace of Pentacles, and the sun is here. So the sun makes everything grow, and that's why the Ten of Pentacles is here. That's why everything escalates quickly, because you're in this energy, which is your energy, right? Leo is the sun, and this is your energy, and I feel like it's making you grow personally, professionally, spiritually. I feel like you all of a sudden realize that these fellow travelers, the ones who are actually happy, are going to help you grow into the next part of you. So we do have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like the Seven of Wands is telling me that you're feeling very backed into a corner. It feels like that you feel like you have to stand up for yourself, or it's time for you to take a stand for yourself and create these boundaries here. And you know, the Queen of Swords is the one who does have the boundaries. That's why she's holding the sword in the air. So I feel like whether you are the feminine or the masculine, that the Queen of Swords energy is what you need to embody in order to be able to stand up for yourself. Because the Queen of Swords is not somebody who's out there giving people crap, yelling at them and ruffling their feathers. There's somebody who's being very they're not being aggressive. They're being very assertive. They're just being very honest. Look, I've got to go. I want to be happy. And in order to be happy, I've got to have these boundaries. I can't be giving to everybody all of the time and expect that I'm going to have anything left over for myself. So I feel like you're being very logical, very truthful. This is Libra energy. Of course, Gemini and Aquarius, because we're in a general reading. So the Queen of Swords is here. And so I feel like it's time for you to create these boundaries with people who are taking from you without giving you anything in return. And I'm not saying that you should dump everybody who's not giving you anything in return. We all have people in our lives that we give to because they don't have enough. And but I feel like there's people here who have been taking advantage of your kindness, because you are somebody who is an overgiver. You are somebody who will always swoop in to help somebody or save somebody if you can. We do have the Empress energy here. You know, as a reader, for me, the Empress and the Queen of Swords, they always follow each other around, because for me, the Queen of Swords is the last lesson that we all learn before we become the Empress, whether you are a feminine or masculine Empress. The Queen of Swords is the last lesson that we learn, because the Empress is all of the queens, right? And this Queen of Swords, to me, in my readings, always follows the Empress around, because once we learn to liberate ourselves, to speak for ourselves, to stand up and say, no, I can't let that go on anymore. I'm sorry, I can't be giving to your situation anymore. It's the last lesson we learn before we become very well-rounded, balanced, creative, moving on our own path, not needing anybody else. And I feel like the Six of Pentacles people, they don't want you in this energy. And it's not because not for any sinister reason. It's just because you're going to be gone from their situation. You're going to be leaving their vibration. You're leaving them behind, and they don't want you to, because they've been benefiting from you all along. And we do have the Hierophant in the reverse. It's kind of funny because that sort of is Leo energy to me. My sun is Leo. And the Hierophant in the reverse to me is the person who is, you know what, I'm not following anybody's doctrine. I'm not going to do what you say. I'm not following anybody's doctrine. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do what I want. The Hierophant in the reverse is still somebody who is quite spiritual, listening to the higher self. But this is a person who is spiritual and not religious. This is somebody who has not rejected text, because there is always something that is valuable to be seen in the Bible, something valuable to see in the Quran, something valuable to see in whatever book it is. There's always little bits and pieces that we can pull that help us figure our path out. I feel like the Hierophant in the reverse is telling me that you've decided you're non-traditional. You're no longer following the path of others. You're no longer following the doctrines of others. You're going to do the thing that you're going to do, but you're going to move forward in do the right thing anyway, but now you're doing the right thing for yourself, not for everybody else who told you you must abide by the doctrine, right? So the Empress is here. Whether you are the feminine or masculine, I feel like you have decided that it's time for you to move forward on your own. I feel like the Knight of Wands is telling me that's your fiery energy. You are ready to stand up, to be counted, to take a risk. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to leave this group and I'm going to go to the new group here. And I feel like you've been waiting to do that for a while. I feel like this moving forward here is moving forward to this Page of Cups, which is the good news or the surprise or the beginning of listening to your intuition. I feel like you've been waiting to do that for a while. And I feel like probably at the end of next week is a time when somebody here is taking a stand, because that's what the Queen of Wands would do, right? The Queen of Wands is somebody who's in charge. She's in charge. She's in a very good growth pattern here. But the thing is that she's been through a lot. So I feel like, Leo, you've been through a lot. All the things that came to kill you made you stronger. I always say that this person's a Xeno warrior princess, the person who's not going to let anyone get past her. I feel like whether you are feminine or masculine, you might be embodying the Queen of Wands. She's gone through a lot. Right? The Queen of Wands is somebody who sits on the throne in spite of everything that's gone on in their life. This is a person who is powerful, fierce, a leader. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I feel like you're using all of this energy of the Queen of Wands energy, who is kind of a badass, who's very independent, who's going to do what they want, going to go rogue. I'm going to do what I want, and I don't really care what you guys say. Six of Swords is here because I need to get out of the chaos of the mind. And so we've had other indications here that it is where the chaos was in the mind. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords showing up that you're finally quieting the mind because you're saying what's on your mind. We've got the Knight of Swords. I like that because Gemini energy is the energy of someone who is taking the chance, someone who's very brave. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to seize the day, carpe diem, right? I'm going to seize the day. I'm going to say what I want. And if you guys can't deal with it, not my problem. It feels like people don't expect this from you because the Six of Swords is here with the Ace of Swords in the hand of the Knight. People don't expect that you're going to do this. Leo, they know that you're strong, but I don't think that they expected for you to speak up, create some boundaries, and move forward here. Look at this. Bottom of the deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are about to expand for you. So I feel like the universe is setting you up for expansion, setting you up for change, teaching you how to change. Because look, when you're a fixed sign, change is hard. It takes years sometime to make a change, right? Taurus Sun, took me 21 years to get out of a marriage that was probably dead at year 10. And, you know, it's just the loyalty that you have. You're a very, very loyal soul. We have the Eight of Pentacles. It's a lesson that you're learning. You're honing skills. You're in this self-mastery bit here. You're being very practical. It's practically time to move, to change. Divine timing is here. And you really can't ignore the major arcanas. You can't ignore the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune's not waiting for your ass. I don't think that it has to drag you along because you're already on the bike. I'm going to say you're already on the bike. You're ready to say it. You're ready to do it. You're ready to take a risk. I feel like that's what's going on here. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Leo, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back. Thanks, Leo. And yeah, I'm going to go for now. See you later. Bye.